What's going on, guys? It's Elias. Welcome back to another video. First, apologies for not being able to upload as many videos lately. My life has been absolutely crazy from building this garage right here. And yes, I will be sharing a ton of videos about this garage, the whole build, everything to do with the garage, the cost, and the setup on this channel. But on my other channel, Modern Outdoor Living, I actually go into detail on leveling the ground, pouring the concrete, and all the details that go along with all of that, all the rebar and things like that. So I'll put a link in the description to my other channel in case you guys want to check that out. But for today's video, I want to talk about the C8 Corvette. I have not given it a lot of love, unfortunately, lately. Again, I've been super busy. I'm also buying another house. I don't know if it's going to go through or not, but we're buying another house possibly in Florida. So I may have a second or actually third home in Florida, and I'll be very happy about that if we do get it. And I'll be able to do videos in the winter. So we came out of winter. Obviously we're in the middle of spring. Everything has like a little green haze to it. So the Corvette's super filthy. But today we're going to take it to the gray Chevrolet, the dealership that I bought the C8 Corvette from. By the way, one of the best dealerships ever. I paid MSRP. Very, very happy. Call up my Bobby Valmoose over in Gray Chevrolet. He's the Corvette expert. He will take care of you if you need a Corvette. Now, so we're going to take this to service. We're going to get an oil change. We're going to go ahead and install all the factory options that I ordered with this thing. I had to obviously wait. I didn't get it delivered with the factory options, but it's been my options have been sitting in the dealer for about a month or two. So I think it's time for me to go ahead and install them. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll talk to you guys about what those are. And the look of the Corvette, of my Corvette, is going to change a little bit. So let's go ahead. Listen to a cold start. I haven't started this thing in probably a week or two, maybe 3 weeks. And let's see how it sounds. Let's drive her a little bit and go from there. I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like button if you like the video. I really appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, make sure you hit that like button and take a look at the description. There's a bunch of links down there and all that stuff to a lot of different videos. So I appreciate your support, guys. Let's get started. Of course, no good Corvette video is actually any good unless you get a sweet cold start. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So dirty. Oh, we're gonna get her washed. The other thing we gotta do is get this thing updated. They're gonna go ahead and do that. If you guys saw that, I could actually update it over the air. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's talk about that for a little bit. There are updates that can be made to this car over the air. What that means is it uses your cell phone's connectivity, and it actually has its own connectivity built in to contact the mothership or the factory and say, hey, I have some updates I can make, some software updates. And it can make updates, and you could do recalls, you can do all kinds of stuff without having to worry about going to the dealership. Now, how I feel about that, well, I have two thoughts on it. And so really, my opinion on this is that it's not a big deal for things that don't really matter. For example, the front trunk, it has an issue where, you know, it doesn't warn you enough whenever it's open, right? Or it used to not warn you enough. So GM had to issue a recall to fix that problem. Now it issued it via the over-the-air updates, and you didn't have to go to the dealer. It did it by itself, and it was pretty cool. Now my problem is that if there's some emissions problems, for example, if you own a, 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 they can issue an over-the-air update and you may lose some horsepower. If you own a Tesla, you know that's a fact. They can do over-the-air updates, and without you knowing, overnight, your car could lose 100 horsepower. Now, I don't think that's going to happen with the Corvette, but it's a possibility. So I'm kind of ambivalent about it. I don't know if I like it or not. I think it's cool that it's available if I want it to be available, but I need to make sure that I press the button and agree to it. If it's forced on me, I won't be happy about that. I want to own my car. I don't want software updates to own my car. So there it is. So as you guys know, I love the look of the C8 Corvette, the Z51 Package especially. I think it looks super aggressive with that front air dam and the little wing in the back. I wish I had the bigger wing, but I wasn't a big fan of the factory rear wing. Looking for another wing to put on there maybe one day. Still haven't found a good one. I know another one came out, but not a fan of that one either. So I'm still waiting to see what the market creates for our C8 Corvettes. In the meantime, I did order a bunch of factory options for the Corvette. A couple of things I think are almost mandatory if you're going to build out your Corvette for whatever reason. So the main one I think is rock guards. So I ordered the black rock guards that go kind of under the car. You call them ground effects, you call them whatever you want, but the rock guards are going to help protect your paint a lot more than anything else. I know a lot of guys like to get the paint film protected and ceramic coated and all that good stuff, and you like to, you know, rub your Corvette with a diaper or something like that. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of cosmetic crazy person that cares about cosmetics that much, but I don't want rocks chipping away at my paint ever. So on my Civic Type R, you guys remember, if you watch my channel, if you guys are a long time watcher of my channel, my Civic Type R has rock guards. So it actually has mud guards that help deflect any of the rocks that could hit the paint. Well, the factory actually offers these rock guards from GM itself, and they work very well. Now I think you can get aftermarket ones as well. I wanted to go the factory route and get the GM ones because I thought they looked pretty good too. I think it's going to enhance the look of the car significantly. The other thing I got was hash marks. So to me, one of my favorite Corvettes, and it might be because of Gran Turismo, maybe, was the Grand Sport, either the C5, I think it was the C5 Grand Sport in blue with those red hash marks across the hood. Man, you can't get better looking than that. And ever since then, I've always wanted a Corvette. If I ever got a Corvette, I said to myself, I am going to get those little hash marks that are just so Corvette. No other car really wears it that well. I think some BMW M3s have some kind of a hash marks that work pretty well, but honestly, the Corvettes with the little hash marks in the front, I think it just adds that little touch. I'm not a fan of the stripe on the Corvette. It makes it look too much like a Ferrari. And I didn't buy a Ferrari. I don't really want a Ferrari. I mean, they're too expensive in my opinion for what they are. They're awesome cars, don't get me wrong, and I love the way they sound, but I'm in a Corvette. I want people to know it's a Corvette. I'm proud that it's a Corvette. I'm proud that pretty much the average man can go ahead and save up and buy one of these. So I got the hash marks, I got the rock guards, and I got a couple of other accessories that honestly I kind of forgot about, and we'll see what they are and we'll see how they look. So the Corvette's look is going to change. It's no longer going to look like this. It's going to be, honestly, I think way more enhanced than it currently is. So let me know in the comments if you guys are excited to see the Corvette's new look. We're almost at the dealer. Well, not almost, but we're through the Delaware Water Gap, which is where I drive through. And yeah, we'll be getting there soon. So let's go ahead and enjoy this drive. Here we are, gray Chevrolet. Don't you love it that you can take your basically supercar, I'm gonna say it, basically supercar to a regular Chevy dealer. I actually love that. A lot of people don't like that. It's a regular dealer. I don't want to be treated like royalty when I go to a dealership. I want my car to be fixed. I want my car to be oiled, maintained properly, and go from there. I actually really like the fact that the Chevrolet Corvette is, again, America's sports car, and America is all about cheap and reliable speed, but nowadays it also means amazing interior. I mean, this thing's interior is off the charts, so this car has it all. It's comfortable and fast. So let's go ahead and pay my buddy a visit. There's that download I was talking to you guys about. Let's go inside. All right. So as I was saying, we're gonna get some hash marks here, and then the rock guards are gonna be black right along the side there. It's gonna look pretty cool, I think. And I also got the mud guards. It's gonna go around here, so it'll really complete the look of the car, in my opinion. I know it's filthy, but it'll be nice and clean when we see it next. See you next time, guys. Peace.